Hello and welcome back to another episode of TWIG, and this week it is really exciting because Season 5 is set to be released just 3 days after this video comes out. There's going to be loads of really cool new stuff coming out, such as a new game, so yeah, that's really exciting. But also this week Galaxite have made some pretty big changes with how the shops work on the server, so yeah, let's get into the video. So, since we're getting very close to Season 5 being released, Galaxite haven't done a proper update this week, so instead of giving us the changelogs for the week's update, they've given us a little message which says, "No new updates today, still working on Season 5, double XP week is still active, get your battle pass leveled up before time runs out." So yeah, there is a double XP week going on at the moment. So basically what that means is if you're playing games on Galaxite, you'll get double the amount of XP for playing those games than you would normally. So that is very useful for if you're trying to level up your Season 4 Battle Pass, because we don't have much time left of Season 4, because Season 5 is set to be released on the 23rd of November. So yeah, that's 3 days after this video comes out. And yeah, you've only got that much time left to get as many items as you can from the Season 4 Battle Pass, because once Season 5 comes out, you can't try and unlock more things from the Season 4 Battle Pass. You're stuck with what items you've already unlocked. So yeah, you've not got long left to try and unlock as many items as you can, whether that be like trying to get up to level 60 to complete the Battle Pass, or trying to unlock more prestige items. Yeah, you've not got long left to try and unlock them, but you do have the help of double XP, because normally you won't get as much XP as you will now trying to unlock those new items. You'll get more XP for playing with the double XP, so you'll be able to unlock more things from the Battle Pass, so yeah, that's good. So, as I briefly mentioned earlier on in the video, Galaxite have announced a release date for when they are planning to release Season 5, which I did talk a little bit about in last week's video, but basically just over a week ago, Galaxite announced that they have a target date of Tuesday the 23rd of November for the release of Season 5, which is very soon, although Galaxite did say there is a possibility that date might be pushed back a little bit, like if there's a few more things they want to work on before they release Season 5. But yeah, that is the date that they gave, and I do think it will probably be released on Tuesday the 23rd. But yeah, so it's like 3 days after this video comes out. It's very soon, but although it is coming very soon, we don't really know too much about what is going to be part of the Season 5 update. Like, we can sort of assume that there's probably going to be some sort of new game, but we don't really know what that new game will be, and other than that, we don't really know anything else about what could be released as part of the update, because in the past, Galaxite have given a lot of clues about what will be in the new season. So before Season 4, there was a lot of clues to do with like the word rush, and when Season 4 came around, the new game was called Rush. And the same with, like, before Season 3, there was hints to Hyper Racers, and before Season 2, there was hints to Kronos. But this season, no one seems to have found any clues or anything that could be a clue, which I think is very unusual, because Galaxite do really like giving us clues about what will come out in the next season, particularly to do with new games, because every time Galaxite has released a new game, they've done some sort of clue beforehand about that new game. So why wouldn't they do it with like a new game in Season 5 as well? Because there's probably going to be a new game in Season 5, and since they have done clues before each of the other ones and hints, like, why haven't they done it for Season 5? Which is why I think there probably are some sort of clues out there that Galaxite have given us, but just we haven't identified them as clues yet, because like in the past there have been clues that have been given that we haven't really realized are clues, because like you don't know what the new game is beforehand, but once the new game comes out, then you realize like, oh, that was a clue. So yeah, I think there might be some clues out there, just very hidden, and like we don't really know what they mean, and yeah, what that means for what will come out in Season 5. So yeah, if you find anything that you think might be a clue from Galaxite about Season 5, then do leave it in a comment, so yeah, maybe we can get a better idea of what might come out in Season 5. So yeah. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the changes that Galaxite have made to how the shops work on the server. And when I'm talking about the shops, I'm talking about the ones that are in the game lobbies. So yeah, when you're like waiting for a game to start, like you're queuing up for a game, waiting for it to start, and you're waiting in the game lobby, there's like a shop there where you can buy items that you can use in the game that you're playing. So for example, if you're in the Core Wars lobby, then there's a shop there where you can buy things like gravestones and cores, because you can use those items in Core Wars. But yeah, so the reason I'm talking about them is because there's been some quite big changes to how they work this week, and Galaxite haven't really like mentioned it. But basically, before it was just sort of there was some items that were in those shops, and they were basically just left like that, and there was barely any changes to like the items in those shops. Galaxy just never really bothered changing the items, so they were the same for like months. But now this week there's been changes so that every time you like go into a new game and you go into a new lobby, there'll be new items in the lobby to buy. So sort of every time you come in for a new game, there'll be different items that you can get in the shop. And I think that is a really good change. I think it will make more people buy stuff from the like shops in the lobbies, because you're not just looking at the exact same things every time you play that one game, because most people play one game more than others, and if you keep on playing that game a lot, then you're just going to see the same items in the shop over and over again. But if you're seeing new items every time you go into a new game, you might see one there that you like and you might want to get. So yeah, I think it is a good change. I think it is really cool how it works. Although I have seen a few people say it is a little bit broken at the moment. I don't know exactly what it is that's broken about it, but like yeah, there's plenty of time for Galaxite to fix it over time and make it better. And yeah, I don't know if this is part of it, but yeah, with the Fill the Gap shop, it just doesn't change. It's still the same shop as it was before. But yeah, I think that is something Galaxy might change in the future, make that one change as well. And yeah, there is a lot of potential for the fact that they can sort of switch the shop every time. Like, I don't know exactly how it works at the moment, but making it so that it only shows the items that you haven't got already. So if you've already bought an item from the shop, then it won't sort of display that. Maybe, like, I don't know how it works at the moment. I don't know if it already does that, but that is sort of a good part of what could be done with that sort of system. So yeah, I think it is really cool. So that's it for this week's episode of Twig. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and also if you've not already, please subscribe, because it really helps me out and also means you won't miss any future episodes of this series, because next week's video is going to be on all of the changes in Season 5. You don't want to miss that. So yeah, bye.